Look at your hand right now. Not the skin or the bones, but the device you're holding, or the screen you're staring at. Have you ever noticed that the moment you feel even a tiny bit of boredom, maybe you're waiting for the elevator, or the kettle to boil, or there's a 2-second silence in a conversation, your hand moves toward that device before your brain even gives the order? It's like a reflex, a ghost limb. You didn't choose to check your phone, you were summoned. But here is the chilling part. On the other side of that glass, there are thousands of the smartest engineers, neuroscientists, and data psychologists in the world. Their only job? To make sure you don't look away. They aren't selling a product. They aren't selling a service. They are harvesting a resource more precious than oil, more limited than gold, and more personal than your bank account. They are harvesting you. Welcome to the attention economy, a world where your focus is the currency, and the war for your mind has already been won. In the 1800s, the world's wealth was built on land. In the 1900s, it was built on oil and manufacturing. But in the 21st century, the most valuable resource on the planet is human attention. Think about it. Facebook, Google, TikTok, Instagram, most of these platforms are free. But we know the old saying, if you aren't paying for the product, you are the product. You aren't the product, you are the cattle. Your attention is the product, and it's being sold to the highest bidder. Every time you scroll, every time you linger on a photo for 1.2 seconds longer than usual, every time you angry react to a post, a data point is born. The machine learns exactly what makes you tick, what makes you stay, what makes you afraid. And then it sells that knowledge, but at what cost to you? For 200,000 years, humans had a superpower. It was called boredom. Boredom was the space where creativity was born. It was the moment your brain processed the day, solved problems, and imagined the future. If you were a hunter-gatherer sitting by a fire, you had nothing but your thoughts and the stars. Your brain evolved to seek out new information because, in the wild, new information meant survival. A rustle in the grass, a change in the wind. You had to pay attention. The tech giants have hijacked this ancient survival instinct. They took our biological novelty bias, our craving for the new, and turned it into an endless digital slot machine. The infinite scroll wasn't designed to give you more content. It was designed to remove the stopping cue. In the old world, you finished a book, you closed it. You finished a newspaper, you folded it. In the new world, the page never ends. The factory in your pocket is always open. Ask yourself this. When was the last time you sat in total silence for 10 minutes? No music, no podcast, no scrolling. If the thought of that makes you feel anxious, if it feels like a chore, then you have to ask, do you own your mind? Or are you just renting it out to the highest bidder? Let's look at the chemistry. Every notification, that little red dot, is a hit of dopamine. But dopamine isn't about pleasure, it's about anticipation. It's the brain saying, something might happen, check it. It's the same mechanism that keeps a gambler pulling the lever on a slot machine. Will this next post be a funny meme? Will it be a notification from my crush? Will it be something that makes me feel outraged? The uncertainty is what makes it addictive. And here's the dark part. Negative emotions, outrage, fear, anger are much more effective at grabbing attention than positive ones. The algorithm doesn't care if you are happy, it only cares if you are engaged. And if making you hate your neighbor or fear the future keeps you on the app for 10 minutes longer, the machine will do it without a second thought. It is a soulless optimization engine that views your consciousness as a mine to be excavated. We are taking a brain designed for deep focus, the brain that built cathedrals, solved calculus, and mapped the stars, and we are forcing it to live in 15-second intervals. Our deep work muscles are atrophying. When you spend 4 hours a day in a fragmented state, jumping from one stimuli to another, your brain actually physically changes. Your prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for willpower and long-term planning, weakens. Your amygdala, the fear center, becomes hyper-reactive. We are literally terraforming our brains to be more impulsive, more anxious, and less capable of thinking for ourselves. The attention economy isn't just taking your time, it's taking your ability to have a long-term goal. Because how can you build a future when you can't even focus on the next 10 minutes? But the cost isn't just personal, it's collective. Because engagement is fueled by outrage, the attention economy has turned our society into a giant echo chamber. The algorithm doesn't show you the truth, it shows you the version of reality that keeps you clicking. We are being sorted into digital tribes, fed a diet of constant conflict, and convinced that the other side is the enemy. Why? Because peace is boring. Nuance doesn't get clicks. Understanding doesn't generate ad revenue. We are burning down our social fabric just to keep the time-on-device metrics going up. We are literally destroying the world to keep a few numbers on a spreadsheet green. The most terrifying thing about the attention economy is what it does to our internal life. When every moment of solitude is filled with someone else's voice, a podcast, a video, a tweet, you lose the ability to talk to yourself. You lose the inner dialogue. We are becoming a hollowed-out species. We have all the information in the world at our fingertips, but zero wisdom in our hearts. We know what everyone else is doing, but we have no idea who we are. We are becoming ghosts in our own lives, watching a screen while the real world fades into the background. So how do we fight back? The solution isn't to delete all your apps and go live in a cave. That's not realistic. The solution is to recognize the asymmetry of the war. You are one human brain against $1 trillion AI. You cannot win by willpower alone. You have to change the environment. The most revolutionary act you can perform today is silence. It is to consciously choose not to look, to let the phone ring, to let the notification sit there, to sit in the discomfort of boredom until your brain remembers how to think again. Real power in the 21st century isn't having the most information. Real power is the ability to ignore. The person who can sit in a room alone for an hour and be content is the only truly free person in the attention economy. In a few seconds, this video will end. The algorithm will immediately try to serve you another video, something up next, something you might like. The machine is already reaching out its hand, trying to pull you into the next loop. I want you to do something strange. When this video finishes, don't click the next one. Don't check the comments yet. Don't swipe down. Just turn off the screen. Look at the black reflection of the glass. See the person looking back at you, and for just 60 seconds, give that person your full, undivided attention. They've been waiting for it for a long time. Did you feel that urge to reach for something else while watching this? That little itch in your brain? Tell me about it in the comments. Let's talk about the struggle to stay present in a world designed to distract us. If this video helped you see the invisible strings, hit that subscribe button. Because in a world of digital mirrors, it's always good to know what you're really looking at. Thanks for watching. Now, go do nothing for a minute.